far, but we still have a ways to go. Got to get through September, obviously. On this Sunday, early clouds, otherwise partly sunny, hazy. Really notice the haze during the setting sun. This is coming from the smoke from the wildfires to our north. 74 at the beach, 75 the mountaintop, the canyon, 74. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies, 64. Monday and Tuesday, early clouds, otherwise partly sunny and hazy, 73 each day. That's my forecast. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray. Tune in, turn on to KXFM 1047, Laguna's Community Radio.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Hi, this is Tess,
Alec,
and Zoe from Walking for Water Teen Action Radio Show from Laguna Beach High School.
We are a teen-run show that focuses on global issues facing our world today and expresses concerns of youth.
Tune in on the second Saturday of every month at noon right here on KXFM 104.7, Laguna's favorite community radio station.
This disclaimer is a statement notifying listening audiences that any opinions expressed on our shows are not representative of Laguna Radio, Inc., its management, or its board of directors.
Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dream of, dream really do. Someday we should all stop with the clouds up from behind. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to oh, I can't I?
Oh, good morning. Craig here on Rainbow Radio at KXFM 104.7 in Laguna Beach. It is a lovely, well, coming in, it was a lovely 66 degrees, which is lovely. But I just stepped out for a second ago, and it is so humid out. I feel like I'm in a sauna today. So, you know, it's good for your skin. It hydrates you, makes you fabulous, and we can't argue with that, no. Anyway, I do have some news today, and I have lots I want to cover, and I hope you've tuned in to have some fun with me. I always appreciate listeners and an audience. For were not for them, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, what's coming up this month? Next Friday, there is a LGBTQ event at the Susie Q. It is called Club Q, and it's a senior focus, but it's 18 to the moon as far as age goes. No discrimination. But that is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. On Friday at the Susie Q, usually out on the patio on the lanai. You know, we'll have hot dogs on the lanai. I think that's on the menu this week as hot dogs. Well, it's summer, folks. You know, that's what you do when you eat in the summer. You have hot dogs and hamburgers and, you know, all the fixins that go with it. So that's, again, next Friday, and that's from 2 to 4 at the Susie Q Community Center, which is right downtown. There is free parking, and you just take the elevator up to the reception floor, and it's easy peasy. Everyone should be there, and it is for everyone, honestly. And it is free. You can donate if you want. There is because there are some expenses involved. And there's beverages. Yep, all kinds. And some food to nosh on. And then we'll have some raffles, I think. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet because we haven't figured it out. But it'll be a fabulous raffle prize, I no doubt. But that's just for 2 hours. Go to that, and then afterwards, either go to the pageant of the Masters or go to dinner at the somewhere downtown. There's lots of great restaurants, so that can be your evening next Friday, just the 14th. Is that right? Is it the 14th? No, it's the 15th. It is Friday the 15th. Yes. Now, the 14th is Art Walking Radio, and I will be here with Leah Vasquez, and we do have some live entertainment, and you'll have to tune in to find out all about it. That's this next Thursday, Art Walking Radio. We have it a week after the regular Art Walking because, as it turns out, many people are going to Art Walking, and they're not listening so much available to listen on the radio. So we moved it some time ago. Anyway, that's if you're wondering, why is it on the second Thursday of the month? Well, it's a matter of functionality, folks, functionality. Laguna Beach Pride is also, you can also, don't forget that every Tuesday, it's Peggy Perkins at Club 237 Ocean, and that's in Laguna Beach. And that is from 8 p.m. to midnight. And then Wednesday at the same location, Club 237 Ocean, on Wednesday, 8 p.m. to midnight. And that is Nomi Below is the drag personality. And the program is tagged as Locals and Locas. So that's every Wednesday. So that, and then you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, all chalked in there, man. So you go to karaoke Tuesday, Wednesday you go to drag, Thursday you go to Art Walk, or you listen to Art Walking Radio, and Friday you go to the Summer Social, as we bill it, at Club Q at Susie Q. And again, there's free parking. There are limited spaces, and there are spaces in the parking garage that say reserved. Don't park in them. If it says reserved, don't park in them. We had a few issues with it lately. So anyway, there you have it. That's what's going on, and as far as events. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to jump right in here on a topic that's been bouncing about this week quite a bit in the media with regard to politics and deportations and seizing people and hauling them off. And I had heard somewhere that Biden had removed more aliens than Trump, and I thought, oh no, that can't be. Well, you know what? That is correct. I stand corrected. I want to compare the first 6 months of 2024 with 2025 with regard to the number of undocumented immigrants being deported. I know, folks, I'm jumping right in here, right into politics. So, either get the Bloody Mary or the, gin fizz. Those are in the morning. The British had Ascot Day, and they always had gin fizzes. I never had one. Maybe because I don't care for gin, but anyway, maybe you could have a vodka fizz. That would be better. Anyway, so I am jumping right in here. So comparing this first 6 months of this year to the first 6 months of last year in regard to deportation. Deportations in January 2024, according to the Department of Homeland Security, so this is their published rules or information, approximately 257,000 people were deported during February-May period of 2024 under Biden's enforcement. While exact data for January and June aren't detailed, ICE reported a total of 271,000 deportations for the fiscal year 2024, which mostly covers October. Based on available records, estimated deportations for January 24 is likely around 300,000 were deported by Biden. Moving along to halfway through Trump's second term, ICE had deported about 150,000, so literally half as many as what Biden did. And you might go, whoa, what's happening here? I would. I mean, we got to ask that question, right? I mean, the numbers don't lie, and you got to look at them. I love data. Yeah, data is good. I met him on Grindr. No, that was a poor joke. So halfway through Trump's second term, they had deported about 150,000, a pace far below the stated goal of 1 million for the year. Reuters and CBS confirmed these figures equals those deported during the same time for the that's who reported it anyway. One report indicates a few more, but essentially the average is 150,000 based on various sources. Okay, so what is happening? That's what I want to know. Because I think it's important. I mean, the estimated deportations under Biden, to cut to the chase, was 250,000 to 300,000 based on where you want to get your information. And the same for Trump. Theirs is a firm 150,000. So about half, honestly. So key takeaways. Deportation totals declined significantly in 2025, even as interior enforcement intensified, including expanded use of 287G programs and a broader ICE arrest targeting undocumented individuals without criminal records. Other takeaway, increased arrests in the early 25 did not translate to higher removals. Many detainees remained in detention, and deportation logistics fell short of rhetoric and targets. So they picked him up, but they didn't get him deported because they had no arrangement in place that was accommodate the number of people. A Trump announced 1 million deportation goal for 2025 proved overly ambitious. At mid-year, only 150,000 removals had occurred, and projections suggested the agency may reach 300,000 by year-end, which is what Biden did in the first 6 months of his last year of term. Bottom line, from January through June, documented deportations under Trump's second term in 2025 were substantially lower by roughly 40 to 50% than those in the equivalent period in 2024. Despite more aggressive enforcement tactics, it highlights a significant divergence between policy intent and operational outcomes of the first half year. So I wanted to know more. Huh? Yes. Let's not let this go. Let's find out why is there so much brouhaha and this and back and forth and all that. So with regard to both time periods, how distinctly different, I wanted to know the procedures of both and what have these differences caused in response and concerns. So the procedures for deporting undocumented immigrants during the first half of 2024 under President Biden and 2025 under President Trump have been distinctively different in both enforcement, philosophy, and execution strategy. These differences have led to significant operational consequences, public responses, and legal concerns. So, what is the difference? So, Biden and Trump, the enforcement focus, let's just look at that one item and how the two different methods are being were operated. Under Biden, targeted enforcement of criminal offenders and recent border crossings was their focus. Trump was broader enforcement, including any undocumented individual, even long settled families. So they didn't, apparently, what it says, they didn't take a closer look at who they're rounding up and as closely as the other former administration has. Another difference is use of local police. Under Biden, it was a limited use of the 287G, emphasis on Department of Homeland Security handling deportations directly. Under Trump, heavy use of local, expanding ICE's collaboration with local law enforcement. Okay, I don't know if that what significance that really is. It's that the the DHS handled the deportations directly, and it wasn't through a third party or another law enforcement arm, whereas Trump used that. And I'm not sure how that plays out or what that really means. Sanctuary policy. Sanctuary cities protected from federal overreach. Attempted crackdowns on sanctuary cities under Biden. Trump attempted crackdowns on sanctuary cities, threats to withhold federal funding. So Trump tried to remove the sanctuary cities, but sanctuary cities are meant to protect the people with the legal rights they're legally entitled to. That's what they do. Instead of just picking them up, you need to have a reason or cause or show all sorts of stuff. Under Biden, under due process, emphasis on individual review, appeals, and humanitarian expectations. Like if they go back, they're going to be murdered. Trump was mass processing fewer case-by-case reviews, fast-tracked deportations, yet less were deported. And you want to say, why? How come? Well, when you don't follow the legal rules, you cause more legal issues and you cause more legal angst and lawsuits and more time, and it makes it more difficult. If you follow the rules, you can get it done with the least amount of hassle. So detention conditions under Biden, they reduced a reliance on private detention, increased use of alternatives to detention, ATD. I'm not sure how they did that, but that's what it says. And Trump expanded detention network, including the use of military bases and mobile courts. Okay. Deportation priorities with Biden, narrow scope, national security threats, gang members, and recent crossers were their scope. Under Trump, sweeping approach, including workplace raids, family removals, and DACA recipients threatened. And I think I want to touch a little bit on that because they're targeting courts where people are trying to comply with the laws to show up at an appointment and regarding their naturalization and following the rules. And I think that, I don't know, I think that's the wrong message to send. What can I say? Not only the courts, but there's businesses where people have been employed and families live and work, and I don't, they're employed. I don't know. Anyway, under Biden, public messages framed as humane and orderly migration system. And under Trump, the rhetoric emphasizes invasion, mass deportations, and resorting law and order. That's what they claim. Okay. Now, responses and concerns facing the new situation. Legal challenges and constitutional pushback. Civil liberties, ACLU, have filed numerous charges. Sanctuary cities and states like California and New York are resisting federal cooperation. Courts are being flooded with habeas corpus petitions due to the fast-track removals and limited legal representation for detainees. That's the legal challenges. Public fear and community disruption. The return of workplace and community raids under Trump has caused widespread fear, leading to lower school attendance among undocumented children, decline in medical visits, even in emergencies, hesitation to report crimes, making communities less safe, immigration court overload. Trump's mass arrest fast approach is straining the immigration court system, which is already facing a backlog of over 2 million cases. Folks, 2 million cases? Result, deportations aren't happening as fast as expected, leading to longer detentions and increased costs. So essentially what I read into that is that if you follow the procedures legally and do it by the rules that have been established by our Congress and our nation's legislature, you have less hassles with not following the rules and having to go to court to settle things that seem inappropriate or maybe inappropriate or in violation of civil rights. So, I mean, it's just like I don't know, if you're going to go to school, you kind of got to follow the rules of the school, right? And if you don't, you don't get to go to school. I don't know. Okay, diplomatic strains. Some Latin American countries, notably Mexico and Guatemala, have pushed back against large-scale reparations, without coordination. In other words, don't just toss them in their doorstep and coordinate with us. The deportation of asylum seekers has drawn criticism from human rights organizations and international watchdogs. You know, honestly, some people leave their countries to come to the U.S. because their family and their lives are threatened, because maybe they're the victim of political discourse in that country, and they're unsafe, or their beliefs are not in keeping with whatever is going on in that country. Humanitarian impact. In 2025, multiple reports have emerged of family separations during ICE raids, detention of children and elderly individuals in unsafe conditions, lack of access to basic health care and legal assistance while in deportation. Churches, nonprofits, and legal aid groups report record demand for support services and emergency housing. Operational inefficiencies, another category. Although the arrests are up, actual deportations for 2025 are down compared to 2024 due to logistical bottlenecks, court-specific return instructions, or country-specific return instructions, and internal resistance with DHS and some ICE field offices. Summary. Come on, let's summarize this. I've gone on how many minutes? Way too long. Summary. These factors in the summary: approach, Biden humane, targeted, process-oriented, aggressive, Trump aggressive, broad enforcement first. So, another fact: effectiveness. With Biden, higher deportations with lower arrests. Trump, lower deportations despite higher arrests. Public impact. Calmer communities, stable services, high fear and disrupted services, overloaded courts. Legal landscape is another factor. Within established norms with the Biden, and with Trump facing strong legal or constitutional challenges. Again, it seemed to be working pretty well with Biden. The former administration, I don't know how much he had to do with it, or if it was something he inherited or he support, but anyway, it was his watch. International impact. In Biden, it says cooperative diplomacy, and with Trump, it says strained relations, condemnation from allies. Now, where do I get all this information? It is a culmination of information from AI. I will admit it. It is AI. But you can verify it all, and they do say verify it. So when I see something like that last one, cooperative diplomacy, I verified that. There is, and maybe part of it's hysteria, and maybe it's, the media reporting more or less and self-serving situations. But I think we need to I think we need a little music break here. How about some Queen? Just to cheer us up a little bit. That's a good one. All right. Greg, Rainbow Radio. I'll be right back.
I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. God knows I want to break free. to break free. But life still goes on. I can't get used to living without you by my side. I don't want to live alone. Hey, God knows, got to make it on my own. So baby, can't you see? I've got to break free. I've got to break free. I want to break free. Yeah. I want to break free.
Hello there. This is Robert Savagna, your host for Just Folking Around. Join us for folk rock, and music around folk live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on KXFM 1047, Laguna's Community Radio, and KXFMradio.org everywhere. We will cover traditional folk, singer-songwriters, Celtic, bluegrass, Cajun Zydeco, indie folk, folk rock, humorous songs, outlaw country, 60s pop, mellow jazz ballads, local artists, and whatever else may be a little bit folky, including some theme songs and artist spotlights.
Boy, that's a dangerous title, Folking Around. Well, I said it. I said what everyone was thinking, right? Don't fault me for that. So let's go back to my first segment here when I was talking about deportations and the procedures of the different administrations and how it was kind of playing out. You know, it's fair to say that there is a lot of unhappy and angst going on about it. I mean, we can't deny that. And there were two different methods to, it seems, looking back, in 2020 vision. And you can see how one appears to work a lot better than the other, and with a much higher, twice as much success rate. And that's a given. I mean, you can't deny that. So let's say you want to fly an airplane, but you don't want to do, you know, your preliminary checklist about, you know, the right amount of fuel and do we know our path? Do we know our alternate airports in case we have an issue? Do we have a flight plan? Do we understand the equipment and the use and the best use of the equipment to get us to our destination? The destination being the goal. And I think what I say that you need to have a better plan. And I'm not saying one is better, one is right, or if there's an issue and things need to be addressed, then pick a path that works very well, follows the rules, and makes good sense, because we don't want someone who maybe have a criminal record and a history of criminal activity. And if that's what, then bring them up in front of the people and make their case, or make your case. And yes, let's deal with it, but let's have a plan. Let's have a plan that seems to work. Maybe there's some of the current administration's operations and some of the former administration's operations that blend together, that work. That's all I'm saying. Let's plan it a little better. And I also will say that just prior to the really heavy part of the political presidential election in 2024, there was a bill before Congress, if you will recall, where the Democrats and the Republicans, a bipartisan bill that was mostly authored by the Republican Party, and it was before Congress, and one individual said no to it and brought it down. It didn't get passed. And I do recall, and I wish I knew his name, but the author of it, the Republican person who worked very hard and authored it, he just looked devastated. He looked like this is a plan for the American people that we have worked hard on to address the issues on both sides of the aisle, come up with a compromise that works for everyone, and put it before Congress to vote on. And it got shot down by one individual who felt, in my opinion here, felt it was more important to have it as a talking point for a re-election than it was to have it solved. And I got to wonder what would have happened if that had been approved. Now, there were some that said it was the horrible bill, but if it wasn't working, how much worse would it be to have? I don't know. If there is even a marked improvement from what the status quo was, then it's worth considering and worth maybe doing, So keep that in mind as we toil over it. I just wish that both sides could come together in a sensible, reasonable manner and address what is the fears and concerns are for the American people, due process for the American people, and all of that. So anyway. All right, it's news time here on KXFM Rainbow Radio. And this segment I have toiled over for the last probably year. When should I introduce it, and what should the context of it be? I think I've arrived at one. I'm going to call it Rainbow Radio. And now, the rest of the story. May sound familiar to some of you out there. Page 1. I'm giving myself away. Page 1. The lifeline that went silent. This is still an ongoing thing. It was a lifeline until it wasn't. For thousands of LGBTQ youths in crisis, 3 little digits, 988, meant someone was there, someone who understood. But last month, the federal government quietly cut the funding for the LGBTQ plus option, and the voices on the other end went dark. 200 trained counselors gone. Calls still come in, texts still light up on the screens, but too often no one is there to answer. And here's how the rest of the story. The Trevor Project now depends entirely on donations to keep the lines open. And in some states, yes, volunteers pick up the phone. The lesson: in times like these, the government may step back, but the community steps up, fortunately. So that's what's happening there. Page 2, the shelter with no closet. In Queens, New York, there's a building with 150 beds, open doors, and not a single closet except for coats. It's called Ace's Place, the nation's first publicly funded homeless shelter just for transgender and gender non-conforming people. For the residents, it's not just a place to sleep. It's the first place they've ever slept without fear. Oof. And there is the rest of the story. It's not the first shelter they needed. It's just the first one they got. Page 3. Austin's pride in the face of pressure. Texas is passing recent number of anti-LGBTQ plus bills. Pride festivals are losing sponsors, losing permits, and losing patience. But in Austin, they're losing ticket prices. This year, Austin Pride is free. Why? So no one is priced out of pride. And here's the rest of the story. The biggest attraction may not be the music or the drag shows, but the stubborn joy of a community refusing to disappear. All right, page 4. Rainbow Laces United. For 8 years, maybe you didn't know, the Premier League laced up their cleats with rainbow colors. So their laces were rainbow. Every match, every season, as a reminder that soccer belongs to everyone. Now the partnerships with Stonewall is over. The rainbow laces are gone. The league says a new inclusion plan is coming next year. But here's the rest of the story. Visibility doesn't matter. And visibility doesn't wait next year. Visibility won't wait until next year. And some players are lacing up on their own. So good for them. Page 5. Scouts honor or dishonor. In America's heartland, there are scout troops teaching kids to pitch tents, tie knots, and avoid the gay agenda. There we go, that agenda. I wish I knew where it was. I've been looking for it for 20 some odd years since I first heard it. I can't seem to find the agenda. How can you have a cause or a meeting without an agenda? Groups like the American Heritage Girls and Trail Life USA say they're saving youth from woke values. Oh my God, there's a hate and hysteria eking in. But here's the rest of the story. There's another troop out there called the Radical Monarchs, where kids wear badges for social justice, climate action, and loving who they love. And their waiting list is longer than the summer. So that's good news. And now you know the rest of the story. That's my news for the week. So, how we doing on time here? I want to start into this is my I listed a bunch of guest music artists that I want, and I got the music and I got it ready to play on there, in the cart, as they say here, the top gay artists for 2025. But I wanted to bring up, two things. Last week I talked about taking back the American flag, or taking the American flag, or you I guess embracing the American flag for what it truly means. That's what I want to say. Woof. It's for everyone. It's not for a specific group. It's for everyone. And to when you see the flag in the back of a pickup truck barreling down the highway, the American flag next to a Confederate flag, you got to wonder. And I think there should be this, I don't know, an electric vehicle streaming down the street with the American flag and a rainbow flag together. And you got to wonder. Anyway, it's a little tongue-in-cheek there, a little humor. But the flag is for everyone. So at my house, I do have the flag up, and I do have a rainbow-colored windsock attached to it, because my statement is, I love the American flag, as I expressed my feelings last week, and that that it's for everyone. So the country is for everyone. That's what it's meant to be. So let me give you a little history. We're going to step back in our culture a few years back, and we're going to talk about someone who was very much a part of it back in 1940. It's Woody Guthrie. And if you haven't heard of Woody Guthrie, you've certainly heard of his music played by him or Pete Seeger or a number of artists that, had a message. And I love it because folk music can send a message, and it's a form of art that speaks loudly. And it's clear and understood and embraced by many. So Woody Guthrie was one of those people. He had a few issues with, inclusion, I guess. So let's see. And now the rest of the story. Back in 1940, a lanky Oklahoma troubadour named Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, and you and I know him as Woody Guthrie. He was traveling the country, guitar in hand, dust still clinging to his boots from the Great Depression. And he had heard Kate Smith's booming voice sing, "God bless America, land that I love," on the radio. One too many times. A fine song, yes, but to Woody, it sounded a little too glossy and a little too neat for the America he'd seen. So he picked up his guitar, the one with the inscribed on it with "This machine kills fascists." That's what was on his guitar. I'm just reading the news. Scrawled across the front, and he began to write. His song, in response to it, that he felt embraced more of the true America, was "This land is your land." It wasn't just a postcard of amber waves and purple mountains. No, it was a challenge, a reminder, and yes, a promise. In verses sometimes let out of the schoolbook version, Guthrie sang of no trespassing signs, hungry people, and the wide open idea that America belongs to all of us, not just the powerful, not just the loudest voices, but all of us. And here we are, 85 years later. 85 years later from 1940, when Woody Guthrie wrote this song. We see neighbors at each other's throats over politics, identity, race, religion. We see walls going up literally and figuratively. In a land once defined by its open roads and open arms. But Woody's voice still drifts across the airwaves, and they will drift across KXFM's airwaves today. Today, reminding us, this land is your land. This land is my land. Not some people's land, not only if you agree with me land, not love it or leave it land, but all of us, every last one. And maybe, just maybe, in these days of discord, Woody Guthrie is still strumming his guitar somewhere, shaking his head and whispering, "Sing it again, folks, and this time mean it." And now you know the rest of the story. What are some of the lyrics? I gotta go through that before we play his song. It's this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, and I saw above me that endless skyway, I saw below me that golden valley, this land was made for you and me. I roamed the rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was sounding, this land was made for you and me. There was a big high wall that tried to stop me. Sign was painted, said, private property. But on the backside, it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. A voice came chanting as the fog was lifting, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Just in case you don't hear all the words in this crazy old song, and here we go.
This land is your land, and this land is my land, from the California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went a walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway, saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me a voice was sounding, this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. The voice was chanting as the fog was lifting, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling, the voice coming chanting, and the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me.
Oh, Arlo Guthrie. My hope is that this land is our land. This land is your land, my land, everyone's land, and it's for everyone in an honorable and truthful way. And I will always have hope as I segue into this next song. Let's all have hope. Let's all have hope. We can come together, our minds come together, and we can look at a path forward that is respectful, one, honorable, honest, and powerfully good. Let's hope.
Just what makes that little old ant think he'll move that rubber tree plant? Anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
When trouble call and
silly old ram thought he'd punch a hole in a dam. No one could make that ram scram. He kept butting that dam 'cause he had high hopes. He had high hopes. He had high apple pie in the sky hope. So anytime you're feeling bad, instead of feeling sad, just remember that ram. Oops, there goes a billion kilowatt dam. Oops, there goes a billion kilowatt dam.
Problems just a toy balloon. They'll be bursting soon. They're just bound to go pop.
Oops, there goes another problem, kerplop. Oops, there goes another problem, kerplop.
Oh, and we have one more feel-good song, I guess, as we may need it, giving the what's going. It's a beautiful day in here in Laguna Beach. Lots to be grateful for. Humidity is high, so your complexion will benefit from it. Your skin. It's always good to be hydrated, and the beaches are open, and it's a glorious day. So let's not lose sight of that. And one more happy song.
Someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one heart the heart you sing to. Smile that cheered you, one face that lights when it nears you, one man you're everything to. Fame, if you win it, oh, it comes and it goes in a minute. Now where's the real stuff in life to cling to? Someone to really love is the answer. And once found him, keep trying to build your world around him. Oh, someone happy. Make just one someone happy. And I guarantee you will be happy too. Someone happy. Oh, sometimes
what a wonderful message from Aretha Franklin. Make someone happy. It's about that wink and the nod and the smile that goes a long, great distance, and it's free, especially in today's culture. It's always nice to reach out. Anyway, we are going to have to do some station stuff here, and I'll be right back.
KXRN LP, Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach. KXFM on 104.7, KXFMradio.org.
Hey there, what's up, Laguna? I'm Janice Murray here with news. Laguna is forming a new Laguna Beach Community Land Trust and is seeking a founding board of residents. If you're interested in creating long-term affordable housing and land saved for community benefit, you may be a good candidate for the board. They're looking for 5 to 7 members, especially those with experience in affordable housing, real estate, and nonprofit work. City Council will select applicants to serve a 2-year term. So go for it. Applications are due Monday, August 25th by 5 p.m. For more information, contact Senior Management Analyst Louis Lacasella at 949-497-0736. That's 949-497-0736. Or go online to lagunabeachcity.net for his email. Good luck. Serving our town with your talents is a wonderful thing. And I'm Janice Murray for news on 104.7 KXFM. And now, hey, take it away, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Janice. Nothing really changes in our overall weather pattern. Temperatures have cooled back a couple of degrees. Now, it's still warm during the afternoon, but it's quite easy to take. This has been a non-eventful summer so far, but we still have a ways to go. Got to get through September, obviously. On this Sunday, early clouds, otherwise partly sunny, hazy. Really notice the haze during the setting sun. This is coming from the smoke from the wildfires to our north. 74 at the beach, 75 the mountaintop, the canyon, 74. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies, 64. Monday and Tuesday, early clouds, otherwise partly sunny and hazy, 73 each day. That's my forecast. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray. Tune in, turn on to KXFM 104.7, Laguna's community radio.
Hi, Laguna Beach and streamers worldwide. This is Chad Zoido Gibbs from On the Rocks asking you to tune in and turn on to our weekly themed story-driven shows Fridays, 3 o'clock, right here after a live We Ride with Dags and before the Women of Music. We're making your Friday drive, pre-weekend jamming vibes alive right here, KXFM 104.7.
This disclaimer is a statement notifying listening audiences that any opinions expressed on our shows are not representative of Laguna Radio Inc., its management, or its board of directors.
Oh, that would be for me. So we're moving along here. I'm going to try. Music, it should be a big part of my program, and I have to say, this last hour, it was pretty sparse. So I have a list of the 25 considered the most 25 of the 20, the artists for 2025, the year 2025, the most popular that are making some waves with music, whether through chart-topping hits or albums or artistic reinvention. So I have 4 of them: Chappelle Roan, King Princess, Frankie Grande, and Big Freedia, F-R-E-E-D-I-A, Big Freedia. A little bit of gospel sounding there. So let's start with Chappelle. Did I say Chapel before? I believe it's Chappelle. Chappelle Roan. Boy, Craig, are you? I'm one sandwich short of a picnic, I think. A breakfast queer pop star, her debut album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, tops the charts in multiple countries. Hit singles like Good Luck Babe and The Giver, The Subway, cemented her artist status. She won the Best New Artist at the Grammys and was named BBC's Sound of 2025. So what song do I have up for her? I have rock. Pink Pony Club. Sorry. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. You Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm up and dolls are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and the light outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every night's another reason why I left it all. I think my wicked dreams are here from Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee, you're always on my mind. And mama, every Saturday I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away, saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Oh, that was Chappelle Roan and Pink Pony Club. I have another one of hers coming up. That was a rather abrupt stop. Good Luck Babe is up. Same artist. Again, Chappelle Roan, a new artist, got Grammys and yeah, up and coming. Here we go.
It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair, and I cry. It's not fair. I just need a little love, and I just need a little hair. Think I'm gonna call it art, even if you call it love. I just don't love someone who calls me baby. Cause I'm the boys and boys to shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. I'm saying sure it's not where you are. Making no excuse for the stupid reason. Good luck, well, good luck, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling. Good luck, well, good luck, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling. When you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. And when you think about me, all of those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. You know I hate to say I told you so. You know I hate to say, but I told you so. Cause I'm the boys and boys. I'm gonna try to stop. I'm saying so, stop where you are. Making no excuse for the stupid reason. Well, good luck, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling. Good luck, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the feeling. You have to stop the world, just to stop the feeling.
Chappelle Roan, that is the artist. Next up, I have King Princess. Yep. She recently released her third album, Girl Violence, and self-recorded it in a rich in late 90s electronic rock soundscapes. The New Yorker said of her, she continues to resonate deeply with queer audiences through gender blurring lyricism and emotionally raw performances. And that is King Princess with Cry, Cry, Cry. that was Cry, Cry, Cry. I warned you. It was self-recorded is what it, and it is rich in late 90s electronic rock soundscapes. So that's what you have with that. We're moving right along here. Next is Frankie Grande, or Grande, however you want to say it. He released his pride-forward single Boys, describing it as the gayest song on the album. Okay, his track, an upbeat video reclaimed traditionally masculine spaces for queer joy. His debut album, Hotel Rock Bottom, dropped. So here is the song Hotel from that album, Hotel Rock Bottom. And this again is Frankie Grande. And yeah, here we go.
Mama, you don't understand. I just need to sleep. Been up for a week, and things got out of hand. Drama, she keeps stalking me. 100 missed calls, can't be my fault. If I'm still a good man. Ended up in hotel, rock bottom. Don't know how I got here. That's my problem. Might not be paradise. I gotta stay the night. If I'm checking out tomorrow. Hotel, rock bottom. I don't wanna stay here. I'm done falling. Might not be paradise. I gotta stay the night. If I'm checking out tomorrow. Mama, you can't make believe. You don't know all the things you know. Cause it's far too much to keep the secrets, keep bleeding, repeating. But I catch your hand as the darkness falls back. Watch the cycle and goes. I'll never leave you there. Might not be paradise, I gotta stay the night. If I'm checking out tomorrow, I'm gonna meet you there. Hotel, rock bottom, I don't wanna stay. I'm done falling. Might not be paradise, I gotta stay the night. If I'm checking out tomorrow.
I think sometimes people think rock bottom is a bad thing, and in my world, I see it as a blessing, because only when you reach rock bottom can you find out really what you're missing in life and want to get back to it. Don't be afraid to hit there, because when you get there, you really know that you want to come back. And I love it. I love that Frankie's back.
Me too.
Oh, that had an encouraging message. I feel it. Rock bottom. That was Frankie Grande. He says when you hit rock bottom, you really know that you want to come back, and it takes hitting rock bottom to realize that there are good things in the world. So that's an interesting spin on it, and I wish him best. He has an upbeat video that you can watch on Hotel Rock Bottom, and it recently dropped. Next we have up, I've been anxious to get this one. It's Big Frida, and she's known as the Queen of Bounce. Big Frida returned with a deeply personal gospel album album Pressing Onward, reflecting on her roots and grief with unyielding energy. So this one from Big Frida is called Sunday Best. So let's give her a listen, huh? These are the new artists. I'm trying to be current, less stodgy. Here we go. Sing it, Frida.
My mama always told me, Frida gotta stay fly. Frida gotta stay fly. No, you never catch me slipping. Do it for the most high. Do it for the most high. Watch me catch the spirit. But I'm a never fly spirit. Ain't gon' do it. Always keep it in first class. Heaven stamped on my ticket. Uh-huh. Hair, press, dress, down, nail, done for the one. Amen. When they see me, know I ain't nothing to play with. Holy water, drifting Carter, all designer, father. Oh yes, breaking necks in my Sunday best. Sunday best, what? Ooh, Lord, it look good. Lord, it look good. Ooh, Lord, it look good. Lord, it look good. Say, don't it look good? Don't it look good? Oh yes, best believe I'm in my Sunday best. In Sunday best. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the best dressed of them all? Who's the most blessed of them all? I slayed this fit. Glory to God. Louis decked out my closet. Rubbing my direct deposit. Got 50 bands in my wallet. When it's in his name, I got it. Hell, press, dress, down, nail, done, for the one. Amen. When they see me, know I ain't nothing to play with. Holy water, drifting Carter, all this designer, father. Oh yes, breaking necks in my Sunday best. In Sunday best, yes. Ooh, Lord, it look good. Ooh, Lord, it look good. Uh-huh. Ooh, Lord, it look good. Lord, it look good. Say, don't it look good? Say, don't it look good? Oh yes, best believe I'm in my Sunday best. Sunday best.
Thankful. Thankful.
Thank you, Lord.
For giving me another day.
Oh, yes.
Lord, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for giving me your style and grace.
Let's take it
Lord,
out now.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for giving me another day. Lord, I'm thankful. Giving me a style and grace.
Take it out one more time.
Lord, I'm thankful. Thankful. Giving me another day. Lord, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Giving me a style and grace.
Lord, thank you for my style and my grace. Thank you for just giving me the way, God. Thank you for the swag and the swagger. Lord, I just want to thank you for giving me what you gave me. Thank you for letting me be able to stick my chest out in my Sunday best. Dust my shoulders off. Yes, because I'm fresh in my Sunday best. We all bless. Bless you all.
We all blessed with Big Frida and our Sunday best here on Sunday afternoon. Well, it's soon to be afternoon at 11:26 here in Laguna Beach on August 10th of the year 2025. Rainbow Radio, Big Frida. I'm a new big fan with Big Frida. She has a great video to see her. She gets out and she sings. Now, I do have artists to watch with some new albums, and Lady Gaga has a new album. It's featuring dance tracks like Disease. It's her highly anticipated, will be released. It may be out. I'm not sure. It says early 2025. So, yeah, should be out. So Disease is the song that I have. Her studio album, her seventh, LG7, it's titled. I guess that means Lady Gaga 7. Anyway, here is a song from her new album, Lady Gaga.
There are no more tears to cry. I heard you begging for life, running out of medicine. You're worse than you've ever been. Screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Prison on the inside, I could be an antidote tonight. Screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Prison on the inside, I could be an antidote tonight. I can play the doctor, I can cure your disease. If you were a sinner, I could make you believe. Lay you down like 1, 2, 3, eyes on back in ecstasy. I can feel your sickness, I can cure your disease. You're so tortured when you sleep, plagued with all your memories. You reach out and know what's there, like a God without a prayer. Screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Poison on the inside, I could be an antidote tonight. Screaming for me, baby, like you're gonna die. Poison on the inside, I could be an antidote tonight. I can play the doctor, I can cure your disease. If you were a sinner, I could make you believe. Lay you down like 1, 2, 3, eyes on back in ecstasy. I can feel your sickness, I can cure your disease. Bring me your desire, I can cure your disease. If you were a sinner, I could make you believe. Lay you down like 1, 2, 3, eyes roll back in ecstasy. I know all your secrets, I can cure your disease.
At Lindora, we get it. Managing your weight isn't just about the scale. It's about feeling better, having more energy, and making changes that actually stick. Since way back in 1971, we've helped millions take charge of their health and lower the risk for things like sleep apnea and heart disease and diabetes, all with science-backed programs that really work. With personalized support and real medical guidance, Lindora is here to help you live healthier, longer, and feel your best. Lindora is a proud sponsor of KXFM 104.7, Laguna's Community Radio.
Proud sponsor. We have, that was Lady Gaga's new album, Disease, her new song off her new album, Disease. Her album is titled LG7. I suppose that's Lady Gaga. So if you're looking for it on YouTube or wherever you look for music, Spotify or, Pandora. Some other artists that we're excited about, and I'm just going to list them all right in a row here. Ethel Cain, Sesima, Kim Petras, Patras, Patras. I don't know about Kim. Zora, Shy Girl, Back X Wash, and Baths are all new artists with a generating buzz with genre-defying new releases. Okay. Now, emerging talent, I have a artist named Leith, Leith, or Leith Ross, a non-binary trans queer. Now, that about covers it all. Continues to charm with introspective indie pop, already a TikTok and a folk festival favorite. And the song title is We'll Never Have Sex. And I don't know where they got that title, but I don't agree with it. Anyway, here we go.
Deep pollute me, pretty baby, suck the rot right out of my bloodstream. Oh, dilute me, turn a angel, watered down what I call being grateful. Oh, you kissed me just to kiss me, not to take me home. It was simple, it was sweetness, it was good to know. You look perfect, you look different. I don't wonder about your indifference. If I said you could never touch me, you'd come over and say I looked lovely. Oh, you kissed me just to kiss me, not to make me cry. It was simple, you are sweetness, let's just sit a while. Deep pollute me, gentle angel, and I'll feel the sickness less and less. Come and kiss me, pretty baby, like we'll never have sex.
Oh, that concludes our featured part of this program with regards to new music here at KXFM 1047. Well, there's a few honorable mentions I could add. And the Troye Sivan is still rocking things up. The rising global artist Bane, the K-pop idol from group Just Be. And Houston's vibrant queer scenes is bringing fresh energy, indie pop, punk, EDM, rap, all in Houston. I guess you have to go to Houston with artists like Christina Wells, Paul Luna, and this GNDR, BNDR, Gunderbunder. As this is all according to the Houston Chronicle. So there you have it. That's the conclusion of some top artists so far, 2025, some that we should get excited about. And I'm going to step back with a George Michael song, a remake of an older song, just to balance things out a little bit here on Rainbow Radio on this beautiful Sunday morning in Laguna Beach.
Before we looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. The smile that you were smiling, you were smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again, and you know it. And so it seems that we have lived before and laughed before and loved before. first time seems to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before, but who knows when or when? Wake up, kids, we've got the dreamer's disease. Age 14, we got you down on your knees. So polite, you're busy still saying please. Frenemies when you're down and your friend. Every night we smash the Mercedes Benz. First we run and then we laugh till we cry. But when the night is falling, you cannot find the light. You feel your dreams are dying. Hold tight. You've got the music in you. Don't let go. You've got the music in you. One dance left. This world is gonna pull through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. We only get what we give. Don't let go, you've got the music in you. One dance left, this world is gonna pull through. Don't give up, you've got a reason to live. Can't forget, we run a miracle mile. We're flat rock, but hey, we do it in style. Get back rich, cause flying in for your drive. When the night is falling, you cannot find a friend. You feel your dreams is breaking. Just stand. You've got the music in you. You've got the music in you. You've got the music in you. Don't let go. You've got the music in you. One dance left. This world is gonna pull through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. We only get what we give. Music in you. You've got the music in you.
We all have the music in us, and get what you give is is the message there, and it's a very good one. I have a PSA in the business. That's a public service announcement. I'm going to share it with you. The Lifeline. It was just 3 digits, 988. For LGBTQ plus youth in crises, it was more than a phone number. It was a voice on the other end who understood, who listened, who cared. But last month, that voice went silent. Federal funding ran out. The LGBTQ plus option on the 988 life crises, gone. 200 trained counselors, gone. But the calls, they haven't stopped. Here's the rest of the story. The lifeline isn't gone because they need ended. It's gone because someone decided it didn't matter enough to fund. And now it's up to us. We can help that voice, keep that voice alive. Donate to the Trevor Project. You can go to their website at thetrevorproject.org. Volunteer and share the numbers, because when the government steps back, the community steps forward. And now you know the rest of the story. So please, if you are so inclined to save a life, do what you can, volunteer. Go to the thetrevorproject.org and help out someone in need. Calls the number and wants to talk to someone who maybe can help sort their crises out, whatever their crisis is. It's important. So, with that, this next song is a commentary on global affairs again. I just keep going back to that, but that's me.
freedom and more pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to.
This coming Friday at the Susie Q, we will have Club Q. Just a reminder here, it starts at 4 to 6 p.m. and it's free. It's a social event for a social summer event, as we call it, and it's like I said, it's Club Q for seniors, but it's anyone from 18 to the moon can enjoy the afternoon. So from 4 to 6 p.m. So just 2 hours. And it's in downtown Laguna, free parking, as long as you don't park in the spaces that say reserved in their parking garage. And it's like I said, no RSVP. You can just show up, stay as long as you want. Maybe go to dinner afterwards, somewhere downtown Laguna. Patronize the local merchants. Yeah, whatever. And then, of course, Tuesday and Wednesday, always at 237 Ocean, there is entertainment. Tuesday is Peggy Perkins and karaoke. I haven't been there in a while. I should go harmonize, I suppose. And then Wednesday is a drag. Nomi Below is the drag personality, and Loco Locas is the theme. And that is every Wednesday now. So there's lots going on. Your whole week is taken up. And then, of course, Thursday, there's Art Walking Art, hosted by Craig, yours truly, and Leah Vasquez, as we explore cultural art in Laguna Beach. And there's a lot to that, because that is what Laguna Beach is really all about. As if you tuned in earlier, I was talking about Arlo Guthrie and his message about this land is your land. This land is my land. And I found I have another version here of him and Pete Seeger. And Pete Seeger really made it up, helped sustain, because Arlo Guthrie, he died at 54, which is just way too young. And unfortunately, but his music has lived on, and it is a great message that he has. And Pete Seeger sang it at Obama's inauguration, the first time, inauguration celebration. And I don't swear there was not a dry eye in the audience, including the president. So there's quite a rich history about his music and being in touch with the real people of America, those who are in the 40s. It was the Big Depression and when there was a migration west, because the Dust Bowl, there was a lot going on. It was the American family was struggling. The middle class was struggling. Manufacturing was going strong. The Industrial Revolution had started, and there were a lot of abuses and whatnot. But he felt, I think, like Ernest Hemingway, I think, and Mark Twain. So many artists have been so close to the real culture of a middle America. And Pete Seeger, to paraphrase what I read about him, he felt that some of the music, like God Save America or God Bless America, Kate Smith sang, was a little too sanitized. They needed to reach back to the real community of America, the real people that worked in the fields, the real people that worked in the factories, the real people that worked hard and toiled all day to be able to buy a house and have a family. Those are the real heroes of the United States and the immigrants, if you ask me. So this song is a tribute to that part of our culture that should be shared with everyone. And let's give a listen and see what, and I'm signing off here with this last song. So if you've tuned in, I appreciate it. And I hope that you're back next week, as I'm sure I'll have more to discuss and more to share with you, as I always do. Love you. And again, thanks for tuning in.
'cause I